Go ahead, Chubby.
How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
Well, it's like it says right there. It is not give. Let me scroll here. Sorry, the chat's blocking it. But it says right there, it is not given to any human being that Allah should speak to him unless it be by inspiration or from behind a veil, or he sends a messenger to reveal what he wills by his leave. Verily, he is most high, most wise.
Which way?
So it doesn't say that he'll only speak to people from behind a veil. It says that that's one of three ways.
No, it says that. It says that.
It says or from behind a veil.
Yeah, but you see, if he speak, he will speak from behind a veil, which means nobody will see him, correct?
Oh yeah, you don't get to see Allah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So is Allah is invisible or he is visible?
It's not that. It's that you can't look at Allah in our human form. You know, that's the way everything's up. A lot of it's up to language and how you interpret it too, right?
No problem. But you see here, I have a window in my house, and I'm sure you have one, and you have a curtain. So if the light of the sun is coming, I close the curtain, and if the curtain is very thick, possibly I will make my my room totally dark, correct?
Yeah.
So now, when Allah He is behind the curtain, how that will stop anyone from seeing Him if the curtain can see Him?
The curtain can see him?
Yeah.
The veil can see him?
Yeah, the veil. Isn't it the veil is a creation of Allah?
Whatever the veil is more to protect you from Allah than to like not let you see Allah. It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
So is
Allah tried to look at Allah?
Is
it
Allah
would just melt?
Okay? Is Allah?
You know what I mean? So,
all right. According to the Quran, to make it simple for you, the Quran says that the mountain saw the shoulder of Allah and the mountain destroyed. Correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So now when I say the curtain, you were like surprised how curtain can see. Well, how mountain can see. So if the mountain destroyed for seeing the back of Allah, how come the curtain is not being destroyed, yet it is the first thing next to Allah?
Well, the veil, it's something that's not of this world. The mountain is of this world.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe the veil is not made in China.
The veil's definitely not made in China, brother. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I will go with you. It's good to have fun from time to time. Which way? Which way Muhammad he received his Quran from Allah by? In those three options in front of you.
The last one.
Which one?
That he sends a messenger to reveal what he wills by his leave.
Who is
messenger? Messenger means angel here, and the angel that was sent to Muhammad was Jibreel.
Wonderful.
So.
Wonderful. But isn't it the Quran says Allah will send messengers as angels if the one who live in the earth are angels?
I don't remember that part exactly. To be honest with you, it's been a little while since I've read the Quran, but
no problem.
I believe in Allah. I believe in Allah very much.
I will help you. Chapter 17, verse number 95, it says, if there were on earth angels walking about in peace and security, we should certainly have sent down for them from the heaven an angel as a messenger. This verse saying, if the one who live in this earth, the messenger will be what? An angel. Correct? So The
but
yeah, go ahead.
the angel and messenger are used all throughout Scripture, from even the Old Testament, as interchangeable things.
Yeah, but
It's not from it's not from the Quran.
No.
Messenger.
No.
and
This
angel.
is not the point. You cannot use this against the Bible, because does God of the Bible says, "I will send angels only if angels live in the earth"? I'm talking about your book, not in my book. In my book, doesn't say, "I will send angels only if the one who live, the inhabitant of the earth."
No. It's not your book, brother, because I believe that they're all from Allah. They're all revelations from Allah.
No. First of all, if my book consider your book, then who need your Quran? You do not need the Quran.
I don't need the Quran. That's true.
So does that mean you don't need Muhammad?
Well, I mean, it's different. Most people do, but some people are blessed, and people are blessed in different ways, right? So,
My friend, focus on it. You just mentioned that in my book that God sent messengers and they are angels, correct?
yeah.
As an example, in my book, in the Bible, God, he sent angels to Mary. And the same story mentioned in the Quran. Okay. But here it says, in your book, not in my book, if and only if the one who live in the ground and the earth are angels, then the messenger will be sent to them is going to be an angel. That means Muhammad claiming that he received a message from an angel is a lie, because the angels will be sent as messengers only if the one they are sent to is an angel. That means if Muhammad was an angel, then Allah will send him a messenger, he's an angel.
Muhammad was an angel.
Oh, really? Is that a human?
The same way, you know how it says that Jesus is an angel of Allah?
Oh, where it says that?
It says it, but like I said, I haven't read it for a while. But
No,
it's
where it says, where you are a Muslim, you don't make things up. Where it says that in your religion?
That he's the word of Allah and he is an angel of Allah.
No, it doesn't say.
I can't tell you where it is exactly.
Yeah, this doesn't say an angel. It says he is his word.
It is in there. It is.
No, it does not. Do you want to change?
In the verse where it says Jesus is the word,
All
it
right.
says that he's an angel.
All right.
Find where it says he's the word.
Okay, no problem. We can show it to you.
Or at least it says that in the clear Quran. But
Clear Quran.
like I said, yeah, the clear Quran. I don't speak Arabic, but like I said, I'm a bit of a mystic. You know what I mean? I believe personal experiences with God and Allah and angels and all of that are the most important thing.
There's nowhere, my friend. There's nowhere. Secondly, Muslims never have experience with Allah. Not even Muhammad have. If Muhammad never spoke to Allah, how you can have experience with Allah? How you can have experience with someone you never met, he never spoke to you, he never even inspired you. It was only a delivery.
So are you telling me that you've never had an experience with God in any type at all in your life?
No, I did not shake hands with him. I did not see him. He did not talk to me. I did not talk to him. I pray to him, yes, but I did
don't know
not.
what to tell you, then, brother. If you've never experienced God in your life, then
No, you see that
you're not paying attention, and you're not listening, and you're not seeing the signs from Allah.
No, you see, the signs of Allah does not exist. I'm saying about when we say experience, that mean must be experience. If you are talking about the spiritual experience, I have many, but experience with God, I did not meet him. I did not sit with him. He did not appear to me. He never spoke to me by his voice. So I have zero experience in that field. If you are talking about faith and belief and guidance, for sure I have a lot of experience. But we are talking here about a person who he claimed to be a prophet. His God, he speak to Shaitan, yet he didn't want to speak to him. I am not a prophet.
For what?
How I'm going to be a prophet, yet I did not receive the voice of Allah speaking to me.
The only prophet that spoke directly to Allah was Moses.
False.
Nobody else spoke directly with Allah. Maybe Jesus can speak to Allah now. Right
False.
now, I don't know.
False.
But
Because the Quran says Allah spoke to Adam, Allah spoke to Abraham, Allah spoke to Jesus, Allah spoke to Shaitan, Allah spoke to everybody except Muhammad. Allah spoke to the angels, Allah spoke to the devil, Iblis. He speak to everybody. When it's come to Muhammad, he go mute.
oh man,
Huh?
I can't tell you why.
Why?
I can't tell you why he didn't do. That's just the way he decided to do things. It's up to Allah, and on the day of judgment, Allah will let us know what me and you differ about. Allah will let us know who was right. And,
All right.
and I'm sure you're right.
I will go with you. Allah did not speak to Muhammad, but He spoke to me. What does that mean? You said to me, this is how Allah He want, but you did not tell me why Allah don't want to speak to Muhammad. If Muhammad is the most honorable person to Allah, if he is the most close person to Allah, should be the first one to speak to Him, not the last one, and He did not even speak to Him at all. So how now you know that Muhammad really he was receiving messages from God? His name is Allah. What is your confirmation?
Well, I mean, I personally have had experiences with Allah, so
Tell me about it.
that's my compliment.
Tell me about it.
Like I told you.
Tell me about it.
Well, when I was like 18,
Uh-huh.
you know, like 17 or 18 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all sorts of things have happened, but the most significant things are when I was about 17 years old, the sky or a tree or something up above me
Mm-hmm.
told me to come to Islam.
Wow,
And
that's amazing.
about 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to Allah.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed, you know, not knowing how to pray the right way.
Okay.
Just put on some du'as of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me feel a lot better.
All right.
And then I didn't do it
I will
for
go.
like
I will
a
go.
day.
I will go with your story, assuming it's true story. But let us see what happened now. You claim that the sky opened and spoke to you, and you heard the voice of Allah, correct?
I didn't say it was the voice of Allah.
So how you know it's not the voice of Shaitan then?
Why would Shaitan do anything good for a person?
How that is good? Now you believe in Islam, and Islam is a very satanic cult, teaching you to lie, teaching you to kill, teaching you to steal, teaching you to cheat. So what is left? Name one thing Islam teaches you to do good. What is the good of Islam?
Well, it didn't teach me to do any of those negative things.
Because you did not read the Quran carefully. If you read the Quran, you will notice that the Quran teaching you to be satanic. Let me make it simple for you. Who is the one who?
Hey, I didn't say that at all, man. The Quran definitely encourages people to be good and do good things.
All right, let us see if this is true. Is beating your wife is a good thing?
No.
You do not know?
No, it's not. But those things are all, like you said, there's hadith that explain things, and you know, you're not really supposed to beat them.
No. In fact, it's really you're supposed to beat them. If Muhammad says, don't beat them until you break their bones, that means you are beating them severely. Don't break their bones. So, the Quran, chapter 4, verse 34 says, beat them. Do you like it to see your dad beating your mother?
No, man. But my dad didn't do that. But you know.
So are you saying your dad, he is a good person because he is not following Allah?
It doesn't say you have to beat your wife. Does it say beat your wife?
Yes.
You have to beat your wife?
Yes, it says الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض, because they spend their money. So the men are the maintainers of women, they are protectors, and they are the controller of women. Why? Because they spend money. As if a woman, she is a whore. And if you fear that your women are being rebellious, beat them, jail them in their rooms,
Well,
and beat
brother,
them.
you were just talking about abortion and stuff before, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, these women that want to kill their babies. Don't you think you should be able to give them a smack and say, bitch, you're not killing your baby. What the hell up.
No, here this is not about women.
Think that.
First of all, my friend. Okay, hold on. If your wife she went to do abortion, and you beat her, now she would have abortion because you did beat her.
It doesn't. Did I say beat her till she has an abortion?
No,
See,
but that will cause abortion. Secondly, if you beat her or not, still she can do the abortion. She can jump, she can hurt herself, she can drink something bad, and she can kill the baby or even kill herself. So you did not solve the problem by beating your wife. And as long as this is the case,
Well, I mean, hell, man, if she kills herself, then,
does the Quran listen? The Quran does not speak. Listen. The Quran never mentioned what you are speaking about a woman you fear to be a rebellion. They are not going to abortion. This is just a woman. She asked her to make some tea for you. She don't go and do it right away. So now you fear she is not being obedient. So what we do, we beat the hell of her. How that Islam teaching you good? Give me an example of Islam teaching you something good.
Well, it just teaches you to try and take care of yourself better. You know.
How? If Muhammad is asking you to die for him, how that taking care of yourself? If Muhammad,
Well, because if you die for Muhammad, you kind of get a fast track to paradise. That way.
so now you just said you die for Muhammad, not for even for Allah. So you die for
Well,
Muhammad.
for Allah, it's I know what you're saying.
Where you will die? Where you will die for Muhammad by doing jihad against non-Muslims.
I mean, I would die for Allah. That's not. But it's Muhammad who said he would love to be martyred for Allah's sake, be brought back to life, to be martyred again and again and again and again.
Okay.
And I know that it's a very intense thing, but
so why always he was hiding from fight if he would love to die again and again? Why he did not go with the Muslims to war? How he will die again and again if he stay with his wife in the bedroom and then the men they go to war? Isn't this obvious that this guy is just making speeches but he don't mean it? Let us make it simple. If I will tell you a story. I have a cousin of mine. He went to his son's house, and he found the wife of his son alone at home. He liked her, and he flirted with her. Is my cousin is a good person, or he's a bad person?
I'd see be a normal person, then probably.
He's normal.
I mean, that's just the way a normal dude would be, That's not the way the way Jesus was.
So normal dude, he go to his son house, and then he flirt with the wife of his son.
Oh, his son. Well, I mean, like I said,
that's what.
I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that from.
I'm talking about my cousin. What's the problem? Tell me, is bad or good?
I don't know him, man. I don't know him. I'm not the one to say,
How come? I thought Islam teach you ethic. How come you do not know that this is wrong or bad? I thought Islam taught you what is wrong, what's bad. Is a man going to the house of somebody is married when the husband is not there, and he flirt with the wife, and that wife is the wife of his son. Is that good or bad?
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
So he's a bad person, correct?
I mean, he could be.
Okay, this is what Muhammad did.
As long as he, asked for forgiveness.
He asked for forgiveness. So listen to this, guys. So it was bad. It was, I guess, the second we mentioned what Muhammad did. As long he asked for forgiveness. So now I will go and I will flirt with all the women who they are married. Listen. I don't want to be rude to you, but don't you think this is kind of an act of hypocrisy what you did? So is it bad or good? It's bad. You agreed, right? How this person is qualified to teach you what is bad, what is good, if he could not keep himself from being evil? Because this is evil act. This is punishable according to Islam.
Can you stop yourself from ever sinning all the time?
For sure. Oh yeah, because why we have hold on. Why we have heaven and hell if we cannot be responsible and stop ourselves from doing bad or doing good? So here, Muhammad, he claimed, the Muslim, they claim he is the most ethical person between all mankind. If I have a son and he have a wife, do you think really for a second I will wish and have a desire to sleep with his wife? She's my daughter. What kind of a human being I will be? This is extreme sin. This is not just sin. Huh?
You'd be bad, bro. It's true.
All right.
You would be bad, but there's not every man is like you, and some men have bad desires.
So are you saying to me, Angie, that I am better than your prophet, my friend?
No, definitely.
Choppy.
No.
Okay, no, I am better than your prophet because I will never do that. You just said not every man is like you. This is your prophet, and the Muslim counting his privilege. His privilege, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the prophet can F her.
And it will come. 10th, if his eyes fall on a woman, her husband must divorce her.
So he can F her.
That's where is that in the Quran?
This is in the Quran about the story of Zayd and Zainab. Zayd is his son. Zainab is the wife of his son. Muhammad, he went to his own son.
I know I do know that story, yeah.
All right.
But,
so
the wife wanted to be with the prophet. You know what I mean?
So the woman, she is a whore. The prophet is the same. So now the women and the prophet, they have excuse because they want to sleep with each other. But I thought Islam teach you how to respect marriage and not to do fornication. It turned to be no. If the woman, she like to sleep with you and she is married, it's okay.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
This is what you said. He said you said the women, she want him.
She divorced Zayd and then married the prophet.
No, hold on. This is a story happened before any divorce. This is why the verse says, the son of Muhammad went to Muhammad, told him, after his wife, she told him that your father was here and he was flirting with me. He was what? He was flirting with me. So the hadith says in the story, فَفَطِنَ Zayd. So Zayd, he got it. They are sleeping.
But it's hadith. But yeah, no, go on.
Yeah. So Fatina, he noticed. All right? He noticed that Muhammad and his wife, they are doing things together. There's no man would accept that unless he is a pimp. So he went to his father saying to him, please let me divorce her, she's a bad woman. But he never complained about her before, never. And then the verse in the Quran says, why you are hiding what Allah made it lawful for you? How he made her lawful, she is married. Why? And that means Muhammad was a liar too. He told the man, no, keep your wife. But 15 minutes ago, He was in his house looking at the naked wife of Zayd. The hadith says that Zainab, she was a very fat woman, which make her the most beautiful woman of Quraysh. And she was big, and she was very white. And we know that the Arab are obsessed with white. So she is very white, she is very fat, and she is big. And that make her the most beautiful woman in Quraysh. So now Muhammad is going after a woman, she is married, in the house of the husband, when the husband is not there. And Allah is encouraging him to commit such a sin. Shouldn't Allah rebuke him, says, shame on you, the woman she is married? Huh? Shouldn't he say to him, what's wrong with you? Like, are you short of women? You have tons of wives. Was Muhammad a single man? Maybe he's horny? He have many wives. So why he need this woman?
Yeah, it's not my place to pass judgment on the prophet. That's for sure, or any of the prophets.
What kind of a prophet he would do this? This is not a prophet behavior. This is a behavior. And look,
besides Jesus,
huh?
you know, a lot of the prophets might have done that. You don't know.
They might do that. Okay, we have a story in the Bible about a man, the Muslim consider him as a prophet. He took the wife of somebody else. What God did to him? He destroyed his family. He destroyed his kingdom. Even he caused his family, his son to die, the son from that marriage. Even though he married women, but he sent her husband to war, so he will die, so he can have the wife. God condemned him. God punished him. God rebuked him. In Islam, no. In Islam, Allah, he encouraged Muhammad to go after a married woman. In Islam, they claim that this is a privilege.
I don't know about that. Where does it claim that?
What do you mean?
Where does it claim that it's a privilege to do that?
What I'm showing you on the screen now, this is the count of the privilege. That's why it says number 10. This is a privilege number 10. Your prophet have 16 privilege. More than 9 of them is about his penis. Here, read.
Oh, right. Well, like I said, I can't read Arabic, and
no problem. I can give you the link. You can use Google. You can use Google Translation.
I believe Hadith, but I don't. You know, I'm not a Quranist. You know, I believe Hadith. It's complicated, right? I've only been a Muslim for 2 years, but officially. But
well, you are a Muslim since you were a kid. However, there's nothing called officially or not officially. Either you know religion or you don't. So was Muhammad a good person or a bad person?
He was a good person.
How is that? If I just showed you, all of those is about privilege of sex.
Because good people can do bad things, man.
How good? Okay, hold on.
I don't know.
It's
not on me. It's not on me to pass judgment.
My friend, no, it is on you. It is on you. It's on you. My Lord told me from their fruits.
Was like me and you. You know, he wasn't like Jesus. He was striving to be like Jesus.
Striving to be like Jesus, but that is not true. Because Muhammad, he did not even try to get close to Jesus. Because if I am striving to be following Jesus, not to be like Jesus, then I will not commit adultery, I will not lie, I will not cheat, I will not steal, I will not kill, and I will not go after children to sleep with them too. Muhammad, even he encouraged his men to have sexual relationship with little children. Not only him, he did it. He encouraged his men to go after children to sleep with them. You're a prophet.
Doesn't say that in the Quran.
No, it says that in the Quran. The Quran says clearly that those who didn't have menstruation ever, and now you want to divorce them. They never have menstruation. Why? Because simply they are too young. They are children. And Muhammad himself, he have a wife, she is a child. Correct? If you go to chapter 65 as an example, we will find this. Speaking about divorce. This is the chapter name actually, divorce chapter. All right? So here it says, وَاللَّاتِي يَئِسْنَ مِنَ الْمَحِيضِ, from your women, those who they have no menstruation no more, which means they are old. Those, they wait for 3 months before, like to check their menstruation. So either they to be sure they aren't pregnant, but then it says, then it says that there is those who did not ever have menstruation. Why they did not have ever menstruation? Because their young age. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So now we are divorcing them, not marrying them. So we marry them at what age?
Right, but these are guys who are trying to figure stuff out.
I figure
after the prophet.
I figure stuff out by taking a child to my bed.
Hey, I wouldn't,
Why you wouldn't?
I wouldn't do it.
Aren't this is the Quran? The Quran allow you. Why you don't do it? Are you saying to me Quran teach bad things?
This is the Quran what's on the screen right now?
Yeah, this is the Quran. The green text is the Quran. The explanation here is your Islamic explanation for the verse.
What's the verse, sorry?
This is chapter 65, verse number 4.
Yeah, again, man.
If your prophet come to USA, he will be arrested.
He'd be arrested?
Yeah, he will sentence for like at least 20 years in jail for child abuse.
All right.
Yeah, child abuse, child rape. So now, what is left about Muhammad is good. He allow you even to take false oath. You can lie taking false oath in the name of God. And he says Allah will not take you accountable for your false oath. He will take you accountable only but what you meant. But that means we can lie. I mean something in my heart, and I say something in my mouth. So now I'm a good person because simply I lie to people, but in my heart I'm truthful. How that can work? How that is godly? So the more we know about Muhammad, the more we find out that this person was practicing evil and teaching evil. In the top of that, I don't know, what is your education, if you don't mind, Choppy?
Pardon?
What is your education, if you don't mind to share?
I'm pretty stupid.
No, I mean, you don't have any education, like, you did not go to school or anything?
Some university. I dropped out of university.
Okay. When you joined university, what was the study you're trying to do?
I really shouldn't have been there, but I think anthropology.
Oh, that's wonderful. So how you explain to me the Quran is full of mistakes? Forget about Muhammad being bad. Is it possible that Allah is bad too? He's bad in science, bad in history, bad in Arabic, bad in a grammar. How that God can be? So like when we say Allah is God, what is the proof that Allah is God? Is that because he said that the sperm coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women? Or because he said that the semen became a dead blood? How that can be from God? A teenage, he went to school, high school, elementary school, will not make such a mistake. So now Muhammad is a bad person. Muhammad is a cheater. Muhammad, he go after children. Muhammad have a privilege, all of them, they are about sex and money. And now Muhammad became a doctor in biology. And his God taught him how the baby is made. But the second we read carefully how the baby is made, according to Muhammad, we die laughing. This cannot be God's words. There's no way God do not know how he made his own creation. Have you ever heard of somebody, he is God, yet he will make such a stupid mistake about how the baby is made? Since when the semen became a dead blood, and the dead blood grow and become a little lump of a flesh, and then that lump of a flesh become a bones, and then we close the bones with the flesh. How would that happen?
Like I said, that doesn't. I don't see. If you want to believe that as like a scientific explanation of how humans are formed, it's fine. I would say that that's more the prophet trying to explain to the people around him the revelations that he got from Jibril. You know, it's not easy to do that.
So I explain false explanation of how God made the baby. And that is revelation. Can't Allah make it right? And he explained it, no problem. I mean, Muhammad here supposedly is not even explaining anything. This is what Allah said. Can't Allah say to us exactly what happened, and that will be amazing? Why Allah need to give me false information to explain to me how the baby is made? But this is not how the baby is made. He's making up a lie now.
Well, you know, the prophet did say that if he ever said anything that was untrue, that he would die. So, and he did. So, you know.
If he said anything that's true, he will die, correct?
No, if he says something that's untrue, that Allah would kill him, right?
Exactly. But isn't it this is what happened to Muhammad? How Muhammad?
He's dead.
How Muhammad?
So, you know, life is a test, man.
No. He was no. He's not only dead. He was. No, he's not. He's not.
If you just had all the answers. You know?
Choppy. He's not. He's not dead. He was killed. Correct.
Well, yeah.
All right. He was killed by poison. Correct.
Yeah.
And the hadith says.
Yeah.
And the hadith says, I feel as if my aorta being cut off from this poison. You see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. You mentioned to me a second ago that Muhammad, he says, if he is lying, Allah will kill him, correct?
Yeah.
How he will kill him?
By cutting his aorta.
Thank you very much. So Muhammad, he said, if I am fabricating, that Allah told me, if I am fabricating Quran, if I am fabricating something claiming to be the word of God, Allah will grab me from my right hand, and this is how Muhammad ate the poison, and then he will cut my artery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so Muhammad is a false prophet. So now do you agree with me that Muhammad is a false prophet?
No, because that proves that he is a prophet.
Disapprove he's a prophet?
He knew exactly. It proves that he's a prophet. Yeah.
Guys, listen. Listen, my friend. How that he is a prophet? He is saying, if I am not a prophet, I will die in such a way. You say to me, this is mean he's a prophet?
Yeah.
He is saying, he is saying, Allah told him supposedly, if I am a liar, if you are a liar, Muhammad, we will grab you from your right hand.
Yeah, not that he's not a prophet though, but he's a liar. You know, or that if he ever says a lie about Allah or anything like that, I don't think it says that he's not a prophet.
No, it says, if he fabricates falsely concerning Allah. This is what Muhammad, what the prophet is about. The prophet speaking about Allah. This is what he do. Like, are we going to talk about Muhammad making falafel? He lie about that? No. It says it clearly, if he fabricate things about me, the God, I certainly will kill him in certain way. That me and Muhammad, he did not deliver a message, a true message of God. he was a fabricator, and Allah, he killed him, according to the story here, because he's a liar. And then you say to me, that means he's a prophet?
Well, I mean, he had a prophecy, and the prophecy came true, and he's had plenty of prophecies that came
Okay, listen, I like what you just said. So now,
And he started the second biggest religion in the world.
no,
And,
Islam is not even the number 10th religion in the world, because there's a billion sect of Muslims, and according to Muhammad, Islam is the smallest. I can show you that from his hadith.
All right. Okay.
All right. So listen
Fair
carefully.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
focus with
Fair
me.
enough.
Focus with me. So now, if Muhammad he
But then,
fabricated, how that
brother, you just said one of his prophecies about what Muslims would do. Blah blah blah. It's all true. Everything he said is true.
which one? Which one?
You just said that Muslims would break up and there'd be a bunch of sects, and then there'd only be a few.
No,
Muslims.
no. Even this one is false. I will tell you why. Because Muhammad he claimed that the Muslim will be 73 sect, but there's thousands of sects. According to Muhammad, there's 71 Jewish sect, 72 Christian sect, and 73 Muslim sect. None of this is true. Neither the Jews, neither the Christians, neither the Muslims. And as you see,
Well, maybe.
not maybe. No, I can count for you right away. Even the Sunni alone, they have hundreds of sects. The Sunni alone. The Shia, they have hundreds of sects. I mean, you name it. There's sect. Actually, me myself, I never heard of before. I spent all my life studying this garbage cult, and until now, there's sects I never heard of them. Until now, this is how too many. So when Muhammad said there will be 72 Christian sect and 71 Jewish sect and 73 Muslim sect, and this has turned to be false, that means Muhammad is a false prophet again. So when I mentioned to you this, just to show you that Muslim, when they speak about he established a religion, Shaitan, his religion is the biggest religion in the world, because there's more people they follow Shaitan than any prophet or God you can imagine, because those who follow Shaitan, they are from every religion. Many, they wear a cross, but they are satanic. Many,
Yeah, I mean,
They are-
that's the thing, bro.
they are Muslims.
Yeah.
Listen, you give yourself a name, a title of a religion, but in reality you are satanic. So for me, I believe strongly that every Muslim is satanic until he proved the opposite. Yeah, every Muslim is satanic. You see, look what happened to you. I showed you Muhammad going after his own son, wife. You try to take it easy. That means Satan is in control of your mind, because that should make you upset about following a man who is going after his unmarried women. Who is?
I don't know for a fact. Well,
What do you mean?
yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know what to tell you, man. It doesn't make me mad. It's not something that.
So if Muhammad,
happy.
I'm not trying to insult you. I don't know if you are married or not, but this is not the purpose. I'm not insulting. If Muhammad come to your house,
I'm not married.
all right. Let us say you are married, and Muhammad come to your house and he wanted to sleep with your wife. How that will make you mad? And your wife you came home, and your wife, she says to you, the prophet, he was here and he flirted with me and he wanted me. Is that going to make you mad, or you will say, oh, okay, now you have two men?
That would never happen, though.
Why?
You know. So
Why?
it's
Why?
hard to say. If another man did that, it would make me mad. Of course, yeah.
Oh, so if Muhammad he wanted your wife, you have no problem.
Well, again, that would never happen.
No, I'm saying, don't assume it will never happen, because if Muhammad is a prophet and you are going to heaven, supposed to you and your wife, it's going to happen. The privilege of the prophet, if his eyes, my friend, the privilege of Muhammad, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the prophet can F her. So don't tell me that will not happen. Are you saying you will not go to heaven? Muhammad will be there supposedly. He will like your wife if she is pretty, and then the second he like her, it's your duty to divorce her so he can have her. You can't even negotiate.
Well, again, I didn't. Like I said, I haven't read the Quran in a while, but I didn't read that in the Quran.
So look, so now we notice that Muhammad ethically is a bad person. Quran, even science is false. You agree with me that Muhammad, he fabricated things about Allah and Allah killed him, and you claim this are prophecy. So how in the world is prophet fit to be a prophet for you? You just admitted and you agreed with me that obviously Muhammad, he fabricated Quran. That make him satanic, because the one who fabricate words of God is Satan. That is not a good man in any way, any mean. He is deceiving mankind. This is what it's meant by saying I fabricate word of God. Because when I fabricate the word of God, what will happen? My followers will believe me and they will follow what I just fabricated. So Muhammad, according to you, is a deceiver. He's a cheater. He's a liar. Still, he's a prophet.
I mean, assuming, yeah, sure. We'll just say, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
If all those things are true, sure. You know, I don't believe what you believe about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You know, I don't believe what you believe.
Noticed.
But
Noticed.
But even if all of that is true, I would still say, sure, he could still be a prophet.
Okay.
The final prophet.
This is not my belief. This is not my belief. I just showed you what your prophet did from your books.
But again, like you said, you know, it's hard to say, because if there's so many sects and blah, 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 who knows which, you know, you have to search your heart for the things that truly came from the Prophet Muhammad, which things were added in.
My friend, I feel sorry for you, because you do not know in Islam everything is destiny. So what search your heart? The sect you go to is destiny, it's not your choice. Anything you choose in life according to Islam is destiny. You have to believe in al-qadar as a Muslim. So you don't, so what do you mean you search? You don't search. Allah, he made destiny for you to be what you are. So when you go to heaven, that's because of destiny, not because you are searching and studying and being good or even being bad. It is just a pure destiny. This is why Islam is so stupid, because where is justice here? So I am born.
No,
I'm born with destiny to be a Muslim, correct?
well, I mean, I was, but maybe you weren't. I guess you weren't.
No. Just to show you. No,
Inshallah, you'll see the truth one day.
Don't say inshallah, my friend. Inshallah, Allah is a shaitan. You are asking shaitan to help me to see the truth. Look what you just did. You agreed.
Allah means the only God, man. It doesn't mean.
Listen. If I go right now and rape a woman, is that destiny, or it's my decision?
It was your decision, but it's also destiny.
How that can be?
Because everything that ever comes to pass was destined to happen. But
Thank you.
You had free will, and it could have happened differently.
False.
If you had made a different choice.
False.
You know,
False. And I can show you that this is absolutely false. This is your prophet saying, okay,
it's written, but Allah can always change it.
it still is destiny. It still is destiny. It's not you who changed it. It's Allah, right? Okay. So that's not your choice. So don't fool yourself. Muslims don't believe in free will. Here you see, Muhammad, he said, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which he of necessity must commit, and he count the adultery he will do. It is a destiny, is not a choice you do. So the exact amount of adultery you do is written for you, and you will do it. If a child...
Fair enough, man. What's wrong with that?
So how I will be punished for not believing in Allah if Allah, he made destiny for me to be Christian?
Yeah, but the thing is, in a way, you believe in one God, right?
Who cares? Let us say I believe in a mosquito. If Allah is the one who made me...
You believe in mosquito,
Listen,
then yeah.
if
then yeah.
no,
But
listen,
I
no,
thought
no,
you were a
no,
Christian.
this is not, no. You
I
see,
thought you was a Christian prince, dog. What's about this now? I
well,
believe in a mosquito.
well, you are following a mosquito. His name is Muhammad, and you have no problem with it. Yes, he suck blood. He suck the blood of the Muslims. He take their money. Okay, can you see Muhammad without paying him?
We're jumping around too much, man.
No. No, because we mentioned the mosquitoes. What mosquitoes? What is a mosquito?
You're the one who said mosquito.
No problem. What does the mosquito do? The mosquito will take your blood. The mosquito will take your blood, correct?
Yeah.
What if I say to you now, if you give me money, I will pray for you and I will purify you. I will pray in your behalf. How that work for you? How if you pay me money, I will pray in your behalf. You don't need to pray. I will pray for you. And then you go to heaven. I will sanctify you.
Oh, it doesn't say that though, man.
It's in front of you. Read it.
Take Sadak.
Uh-huh.
Right there. Take
Uh-huh.
Sadak, their wealth in order to purify them and sanctify them with it,
All right.
and invoke Allah for them.
All right.
Verily, your invocations are a source of security for them.
Okay.
And Allah is all hearer, all knower.
All right. So now, when I pay Muhammad money, what will happen?
Because you paid the money, that's like making up for the fact that you didn't pray and you didn't do it yourself.
So I do not need to pray. I just pay money, and Muhammad will pray in my behalf. Correct?
No,
Yes.
but just the fact that you, dude, that's a thing that Allah put in there to make it easy for you. He's trying to give you a chance. You know.
My friend, you just said he will pray in your behalf. You said that.
I didn't say that.
No, you
It
did.
says there,
Uh-huh.
it's just you give the money to the Muslims. I guess this is, like you said, alms or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And because they give money,
Uh-huh.
a lot of Islam is to make things easier, you know? So
Okay. So now,
Allah's
If-
trying to give them a chance, man. That's all. We're
so
the people we only get
what is the
one-
connection? What is the connection between I receive money and I sanctify you?
I don't know. The thing is, ideally, your
All right.
money would go to help somebody in need.
Right. No, we'll go to the house of Muhammad. If I want to meet with Muhammad, should I pay him money first, or it's for free?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You have to pay him first. For how long you are talking to me? Did I charge you anything? Did I ask you to pay me anything? No.
No.
I'm better than
You asked
Muhammad.
me to come on.
Yeah, but
I'm paying you.
for free.
You should be paying me, man. Come on.
Sure. I will give you camel urine. Chapter 58, verse number 12, it says, yes, your prophet, he commanded drink camel urine. It's very healthy. This is medicine for free. What do you want? My camel is in the backyard. I'm an Arab. Here it says in chapter 58, oh, who you believe,
You're an Arab?
when you went, yes, when you, oh, who you believe, when you want to consult the messenger in private, spend something, huh? Before a private consultation. Isn't it, this is what, there's a hospital for the rich, there's a consultant for the rich. What if I am a poor person? Can I consult the prophet?
Yeah, of course, man.
No, you cannot.
No, it doesn't say that.
It says, if you want to speak to the prophet in a private meeting, you have to pay fees.
It says, like I said, I don't know it in Arabic, so you know it better than me. It's whatever. I mean,
My friend,
you can't convince
who
me.
who need the excuse of Arabic? Am I showing you the English translation?
Well, the English translation says, spend something in charity before your private consultation.
Yeah, but you spend it where? In Arabic, actually, it's more clear. It says, فَقَدِّمُوا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ نَجْوَاكُمْ صَدَقَةً. So give it to the Prophet. Not spend it buying falafel or something. No, you give it to the Prophet. فَقَدِّمُوا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ, between my hands, before me. So you want to come to me?
So come forward before me.
You want to give me money before you speak to me in private. You speak to me in private, you have to pay. Did Jesus collect money for a private meeting? Did Jesus have a privilege for the rich over the poor?
No, but
When Muhammad,
Jesus was.
when Muhammad, a blind man, he came to him. What Muhammad he did? Do you know? A
I
poor.
know that story. He didn't. He ignored him or something, and then. But then he felt bad
Exactly.
about it later.
So Muhammad, why he ignored him, the story is explained by the Muslim scholars, even the cousin of Muhammad, that the rich men of Quraysh, they were there, and Muhammad, he said to himself, those rich people, they will say, look who is the one who coming to ask him about Islam, the lawless. So what Muhammad he did, he gave him a bad face, and he kicked him out of his house. And then Muhammad, after he did that, people start talking about what kind of a prophet. The same people, the rich people, they said, look what he did. A poor man coming to him is a blind man. He did not show him mercy. He was rude. He was arrogant. And he was welcoming us only because we are the rich. So now Muhammad, he want to fix it. So he made those verses claiming, Allah told him, why you do that? Why you gave a face to the blind man? Now let us compare. When the blind man came to Jesus, did Jesus give him a bad face? No. He made him see. Not only he spoke to him, he gave him eyes. Muhammad could not even give him the answer for his question. The man is not being bad. He is being a Muslim now. He's asking a question about Islam. What you will lose, Muhammad, if you answer the man, the blind man, in the front of those rich? No. He have no time for those poor. He have time for the rich ones. And this is what the interpretation is saying. And here you see again how Muhammad is so much into money and he is not into God.
But didn't you say Allah corrected him in that instance?
He made this verse because people, they start laughing at him. He want to fix it, it's too late. So he claimed that Allah told him, why you are giving face to the blind man? Because people start talking about what he have done. Imagine I have a blind man crossing the street and I make fun of him. People will spit on me. So now Muhammad want to gain back his reputation. So he claimed his God told him this. But obviously it's not. Because why his God did not tell him right away, what are you doing, idiot? Why you are speaking to the blind man like this? Why Allah have to wait? Why he did not rebuke him? Did Allah choose the right person for the right mission? Obviously not, if he chose him. So look what happened. You agree with me that Muhammad, he fabricated the Quran and Allah killed him. You agreed with me that Muhammad did bad things like going after his own son wife. You agreed with me that Muhammad is allowing bad things like you will not do yourself, like going after children. You agree with me that the Quran says you can beat your wife. You agree with me with everything. Still you say to me Muhammad is a prophet. And let us make you give you the most important question. Can you show me one prophecy Muhammad he said in the Quran to be true?
Yeah, that Allah would protect basically the Christians until the last day.
Where is
Christians would be raised up above all others until the last day.
That is a prophecy of Muhammad, or this prophecy is of Jesus?
It's in the Quran.
Yeah, but Muhammad is copying from the Quran. Okay, you see, just to show you how Muhammad he copy everything, is a thief. In the Quran is describing heaven. Correct?
Well, I don't know, man. I realize that Allah and the love that Allah, the love of Allah is something that's like nothing else.
Yeah, you can love.
So,
You can love something you do not know. It's just a delusion. It's like a person, he is in love of something is not there, and always he can tell himself, I love this person no matter what, but he never spoke to you, he never come to you. You claim that Allah, he spoke to you from the sky, but Allah never spoke to Muhammad. Why he will speak to you but not Muhammad? That is very weird.
hey, the Lord works in mysterious ways, right?
Not in Islam. You are trying to copy from our books, my friend. It doesn't work.
It's all the same God, so
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Listen, I will show you.
Yes,
How many time you heard the Muslims saying that Paul is a bad person?
I've never heard a Muslim say that ever.
Well,
But like I said, I'm a revert
if you go,
in Canada.
if you go, my friend, you are a victim, of the lies of Islam. If you go right now, we will find a billion videos made by Muslims.
There was never any nobody never told me nothing, man.
No,
It was just
no problem.
and what I told you about happened to me. The first thing that was like that was 21 years ago now. 2 years ago.
My friend, it is very possible that you have maybe suffering from like delusional or imagining things, but Allah, as you see, he never spoke to Muhammad. So how he will speak to you? Are you more important than Muhammad?
I mean, I don't think so.
All right.
But
So every Muslim speak bad about Paul, and I can play for you tons of videos. And look here.
but just can I just say sorry?
Yeah.
I don't think when I felt that the sky told me to join, to come to Islam. That was about 20 years ago. But about 2 years ago, something much more significant happened than that. And I've had my brain looked at extensively, and all the doctors say I'm 110%, man. I'm the healthiest man in the world. Even when I felt like I was dying, they were
What's
like,
wrong
"No,
with this?
you're very healthy." But
So you look at your brain. So are you saying to me you were struggling with your brain?
No, I was being tested by Allah, because that's what happens when you become a Muslim. But yeah,
What do you
But
mean?
like I said,
What do you mean? You said that you check your brain. They told you it's healthy.
yeah,
Okay. What is
yeah.
that?
Because I was getting tested by it was just a part of my test from Allah. That was just a part of it because.
All right.
Yeah, people think I'm crazy because Allah sent angels to me, right?
Okay. All right.
Right?
Obviously you are not. I mean, you agree with me that Muhammad is a liar. You agree with me that he's a cheater. You agree with me that Allah killed him because he fabricated Quran. And then you said to me, I'm not crazy. And then you said to me, he's a prophet. My friend, I confirm to you that you are crazy because you just said Allah killed him because he fabricated Quran, and yet you say he's a prophet.
I didn't say that the whole entire Quran is fabricated.
It doesn't matter
That's what I said.
if we have one page in the Quran is a fabrication. That means the Quran is not trustworthy, and Muhammad is not. If Muhammad fabricate Quran, so who we can trust? I mean, he is the one who brought the whole book to you supposedly. Look at this. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. Who is the one who said this statement? Listen. I want to show you something. I want you to be honest with me. Who is the one who said this statement?
Apparently the Prophet, according to Sahih Bukhari, narrated by Abu Huraira.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
Let's see. You want me to read? Is that the whole thing there?
Go ahead.
Prophet, peace be upon him.
Yeah, go ahead. Read it.
Allah said, I have prepared for my righteous slaves as no eye has ever seen, nor an ear has ever heard, nor a human heart can ever think of.
Have you ever heard this one before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
I've read this hadith before. I've spent time on Sunnah.com reading Sunnah and stuff.
You spent time before?
Yeah, like I've read hadith. You know what I mean? I've spent time reading hadith. You know. So
Okay.
I've heard this before. Yeah. But like I was saying before, I like the Muslim idea of paradise. You know, I don't want, like, to me, the Muslim idea of paradise seems better than being in a choir worshiping Allah forever in a choir. You know, that kind of
Okay.
is what the Christian paradise is. So,
All right.
you know, in a choir where you don't even have a body or nothing. You know what I mean? But like I said, I understand that the love of Allah is like nothing else.
All right.
I felt it, so I can understand how if paradise could just be, you know, when the Prophet said that, paradise could just be experiencing the love of Allah forever
All right.
until the end, forever. You know?
Can you read for me?
That's what paradise.
Can you read for me what it says here in the Bible?
But as it is written, eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him.
Who is the one who's talking here? Paul. Who is the one who's talking here? Muhammad. Who is copying from who?
I never said that Paul was copying.
No. I am saying now, who is copying from who? Who is the one came first and who is the one who came after? Is Paul copying Muhammad or Muhammad is a false prophet copying Paul? It's letter by letter, word by word.
Well, but you believe in Paul.
I mean, what's wrong with you? Yes, he is a messenger of God. He's a prophet of God too. So Muhammad, he claimed to be a prophet. Muslim, they claim that Paul is a big fabricator. Yet Muhammad is copying Paul.
I never said that Paul is a big fabricator.
The Muslims. You are not a Muslim. You are a person struggling with your brain, my friend. I can confirm that. You are just a confused person. I feel sorry for you. But look carefully.
That's not what the doctors told me.
How Muhammad, he is not even, if this is not Jesus talking, and if Paul is not a messenger of God, why Muhammad copying word by word what Paul said?
Well, Paul was a messenger of God.
Not according to the Muslims.
Did it say that in the Quran?
In the Quran, it mentioned that the three messengers sent by Allah, in the Islamic interpretation, they claim that this was John and Peter and Paul. But 99% of the Muslims, they consider Paul the enemy of Allah. Yet we go and read, we find Muhammad is copying. Do you remember the Muslim, they say nobody can make Quran like the Quran of Allah? It turned to be Allah is copying Paul. And by the way, this hadith is considered Quran. This is not just a hadith.
It's Sahih.
No. This is not just Sahih. This is not Sahih. This is considered Quran. This is not considered as even hadith. Is considered as a Quran. This is why if you go to Muslim website, they will say Allah said, not the messenger says. قال الله تعالى. Allah he said. Allah he said. Can you read it? Can you read it? It says Allah said. No, read with me. This is not Muhammad saying. This is Allah said. Allah. This hadith is considered as a Quran, yet it's not in the Quran. Because it says Allah said, not Muhammad. Muhammad said, Allah said. What Allah said? That He prepared in heaven, no eye has seen or heard.
But
Exactly.
Muhammad said, Allah said this.
Yes.
And you're saying that Paul said the same thing. So I don't understand what the issue is.
That means your God and your Muhammad is a fabricator copying from Paul.
No, it just means that they both have the same God.
No, we don't.
Well, you have your beliefs and I have mine, right?
My friend, it's you who agree that Allah, He killed Muhammad because he is fabricating Quran. It is you who agreed that Muhammad is obviously a bad person. You agreed that the Quran, yes, you agreed. I said to you, if a man, he go to the house of somebody, is he bad or good? You said, I guess bad. Is it bad? If a man, he go after children, or he teach his followers to go after children, is that bad or good? If a man teach you to beat your wife, does that mean he is bad or good? And then this man, he copy people who, Muslim, they claim that they are the worst, who deceive the Christians, Paul. And he copy his statement word by word saying Allah said. Taran, are you a Muslim, Taran?
Hello, yeah.
All right. What do you like to say to us, Taran?
I have a small question. It's in Sahih Muslim, 1745b.
All right. Read this for us.
Messenger of Allah, we kill the children of the polytheists during the night raids. He said, they are from them.
All right. What is the question?
It's Hadith, Sahih Muslim, 17.
I know. You told me already, but I'm saying what the question.
Yeah, so were they allowed to kill children?
Yeah, the Muslim, the Muslims, they are allowed to kill children, for sure. Why not? Muhammad, he says, فَهُمْ مِنْهُمْ فَهُمْ مِنْهُمْ. You can kill them.
You know that Sam Shamoon guy?
What about him?
I mean, he was saying that it's fine to kill children the other day on History. You know, if they're like the children of people who are going to continue heresy and blah blah blah. You know,
God.
You can't act like Christianity is all that much.
Listen.
It's the same thing.
God.
It's all the same stuff.
No. You see, God.
Jesus was a perfect
Hold
example.
on. It's not okay to kill children. No, this is not what the Bible teaches. What the Bible teaches that God, He command the Jews in certain time because the enemies, they are killing them and killing their children. So
no, here it comes.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving excuse. Because they killed their children, and this war will be endless. So go and finish them all, otherwise you will have war with them forever. The Jews did not listen. They did not even obey God and take the command. And this is the war never stop. So the kids grow, the kids go to war, and then your kids want to kill them, and their kids want to kill your kids, and then you kill each other, and you will keep killing each other forever. So it is not about God want to kill children, but God want to finish evil. Not God want to kill the children. For those children, they will be the same as the parents, seeking war, for this is what they will learn from their parents. Their parents are wicked.
So how come it's not considered the same thing to you in Islam? How come in Islam it's so evil?
Because in Islam you attack to kill, not somebody is killing you. You attack to steal, not somebody stealing from you. You attack to rape, not somebody raping from you. There's a huge difference. You attack, you are the attacker, not the victim. Not the victim. Like the person here before you, when he asked me about the killing the children, why even you are killing the parents? What they did? Nothing. Muhammad, he attacked them. Muhammad, he attacked them just to steal. He's a thief. He want to have more property. He want to have more women and even more offspring to be his slaves. Like as an example, when Muhammad he did attack Bani al-Mustaliq, those people, they were just watering their animals, fighting nobody, unaware of anything. They are not at war with Muhammad. Suddenly Muhammad, he attacked them. He killed all the men, and he took all the women and the children, and he raped the daughter of the head of the tribe, even before he take her home, and later he made her a wife.
Why?
He attacked Bani al-Mustaliq to steal. He took all their money, all their animals, and he took the women and the children are slaves. This is money. Even a human is money for him, because he will take them, he will sell them. Those are people are not fighting. They are, as you see, even the hadith says, they are unaware, they are headless. They were even watering their animals. They are not fighting, they are not at war. He did not send them a warning, listen, I want this from you. They were uninformed of anything. He made an attack of those tribe, attacking their camels. They're attacking their camels. What he want? He want the camels. So your prophet is a thief. He killed the men who tried to defend the camels and the tribe, and then he took all the women and the children.
Did the women get raped?
Huh?
You said he took the daughter of the tribal chief, right?
Yes.
So she was raped by them, or what?
Yeah, he took her to his tent, and then there's a guy, he was guarding him all night. Muhammad, he came out, he said, what are you doing here? He said, you killed her father, her brother, and her husband. She was just a bride. I was afraid she would kill you. So imagine Muhammad, he killed her father, her brother, her family, her tribe, and her husband in 1 hour. And then he took the women. He made a tent at the end, at the edge of the town, after he killed everybody in the town, and he raped the women. And yet they want to tell me that Muhammad is a man of God. He is decent. A rapist, a criminal, a thief, a child molester, a liar, a fabricator. What is left? Give me one thing this guy bad he did not do, I mean, any bad thing. Even homosexuality, he is involved in it.
But like you said, there's a million sects. So how do you know that, you know?
I'm talking about the
Why do you
Quran.
believe-
I'm talking about what Muhammad said and what the Quran said, not what sect. This is what Muhammad
It's not
said.
Quran.
This is what Muhammad did. This is what the Muslims say. This is the authentic. Do you see? This is al-Bukhari.
No.
What do you mean no?
Like you said, this is what the Muslims say Muhammad did. You know?
So the Muslims are a bunch of liars too, not only Muhammad. So where we can find the true story of Muhammad according to you?
Well, I never said that I had it. I mean,
So how you are a Muslim if you know nothing about Allah? What do you know about Allah? Tell me. Go ahead.
Allah is, the creator of the universe.
This is not true. The Quran says no. The Quran says that there is many creators and Allah is the best of the creators. So you are following false teaching. He is not the creators. Because if I say I am the best of the creators, that means I am not the only creator. And isn't the Quran says that even Jesus, he created from the mud the bird? Look what the Quran is saying, using a very funny language in Arabic, exposing the God of Islam to be false. So blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. How many creators there is?
So blessed be Allah, the best of creators. Well, it doesn't give a number.
Exactly. So is Allah one of the creators, or he's the only creator?
Could be talking about Jesus.
No problem. But that will not make it even better, but that will make it worse. So now we have Allah and Jesus are the creators. You said to me you worship the creator, so you should worship Jesus.
No, because you said Jesus could bring forth life from non-life.
No, he is he's a creator too. Not only that.
Huh.
Right?
Jesus, Jesus could do whatever Allah could do, but he could only do it because of Allah. He could only do it.
Let us assume this is true. That does not change anything. That Jesus can do the same as Allah. So now we have two Allah, because if Allah allow other person to be Allah like him, is that proof that Allah is one or two? So if Allah now says, okay, if Allah says, okay, Christian Prince, I will make you Allah like me. You can create. You can control nature. You can raise people from death. Go. You can do as I do. That means we have two divine now. For when I ask you, who is Allah? You said to me right away, the creator. So you understood very well that the second you say the word the creator, you mean God, correct?
The creator of everything. Allah is also the creator of Jesus.
Well, this is an assumption you are making up, but there is no proof of it. I just showed you from the Quran. If Allah is the creator, he should know how the baby is made. What kind of a creator he do not know how the baby is made? This is simple.
Well, wouldn't Satan also know how the baby is made, or Satan doesn't know that?
Hold on. Guys, Satan, he knew the baby how it was made, but Muhammad do not know. That means Muhammad is the one who fabricated this from his own. Is not Allah. Satan is smarter than Muhammad. He will make a verse speaking how the baby is made way better than Muhammad. So obviously this is not from God. This is just a man. His name is Muhammad. He is trying to take over people, claiming that God sent him. Thank you very much. Satan is smarter than Allah. You just prove that Allah cannot be God, because Satan will not do such a mistake. So Allah is a fictional name. Muhammad he used just to make himself legitimate to be the one to obey. Give me your wife, give me your money, give your children, let me F them all, sleep with me, hang up with me, pray for me, bow down to me. I am your God, Muhammad. Even he changed his name from Mudhammam or Qatham into Muhammad, which means the praised one. The Muslims are mushrikeen. They associate the name of a man with the name of God, and not only that, they changed the name of a man, made him God, Muhammad. Muhammad means the praised one. So who is Allah? I thought the praised one is Allah.
Allah is the only one worthy of worship.
No, I'm asking you a specific question. Focus with me. Who is the praised one? Allah or Muhammad?
Allah.
So why Muhammad have name Muhammad? This is what Muhammad means.
Hey, I don't know. It's true. When I don't know what to tell you. I became a Muslim, and I had my experiences without ever,
My friend, you are a poor man. You keep trying to convince yourself that you are feeling better because now you became a Muslim. But do you know why you feel better? Because you know nothing. The second you start knowing, you go in denial. This is what I notice about you. In order to feel better, you go in denial. It's like somebody who don't want to face reality. So he go in denial in order not to see the reality around him.
Denial about what?
About the fact that you agreed with me that Muhammad he fabricated Quran. So what do? You say still he's a prophet. You agreed with me that Muhammad, Allah killed him because he fabricated the Quran. And what do? You say, okay, still he's a prophet. Like, how in the world he is a prophet? And you agree with me that Allah killed him because he fabricated lies about Allah. Is killing him a punishment? Huh?
Because he said that's what Allah would do, and Allah did it.
Exactly. But that means that Muhammad, he proved to us from his own lies that he is a liar. So what happened?
But also that he's a prophet.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain to you. How he is a prophet if Allah punish him for his being a false prophet? Why Allah punish him? Because he's a false prophet. You say to me he's a prophet. So what happened? Muhammad, he fabricated a lie. He never thought for a second that he will die in such a way. So he said, Allah said, if Muhammad is fabricating Quran because people, they are accusing him that this is fabrication, I will do this to him. But Muhammad never thought for a second that he will end dead in such a way. That's why he said this. If Muhammad is fabricating Quran in our name, we are going to grab him from his right hand. And certainly, we are going to cut his artery. Muhammad made up a lie. Allah will kill me in such a way. And I believe my Lord, the Messiah, he caused Muhammad to die in such a way to show us the truth that Muhammad is a fraud. And I prove it to you. I caused him to die in such a way. In fact, the woman, she gave Muhammad the poison. Muhammad, he said to her,
He was a Jew. And what do the Jews believe about Jesus?
hold on. No, this is not actually the question now. First of all, most of the Jews are Christians. Most of the Jews are Christians already. Most of the Jews. I can say more than 95% of the Jews. There's only a few millions left of the Jews are not Christians. The majority already are Christians. All right. But look,
You make a good point there.
the women, when Muhammad, the woman, she gave him the poison, he asked Muhammad, Muhammad, he asked her, why you did that? She said, well, if you are a king who is trying just to seek, his own glory and to be like a king, to take land, and then God will not protect you and you will die. If you are a prophet, God will protect you from my poison. What Muhammad said to her? Allah will not allow you to do so. Allah will not allow you to do so. What does that mean? If Muhammad, he died by the poison, that means her guess proving to be true. If he is a false prophet, then Allah will not protect him. If he's a true, he's just a king trying to get more money and more women, he will die. Muhammad, he confirmed that that will not happen. Allah will not allow it, which means she will be proven to be wrong. Huh?
He ate the poison knowingly? Is that what you're saying?
No. Listen carefully. After this conversation, after he ate the poison.
Oh, okay.
So after he ate the guy next to him, he died right away because he ate more poison, like the piece he ate of the meat. The woman, she asked, which part of the meat Muhammad he liked to eat? They said to her, the shoulder. So she put the meat, the poison, most of it in the shoulder. His friend, companion next to him, he grabbed the shoulder. So he ate right away the most portion of the poison. He died immediately. And then when Muhammad saw that, Muhammad and the rest, they stopped eating, and then they made a queue in the what they call it, like when you make a hole in the neck to suck blood. So they make a hole in his neck to suck the blood to take the poison out. And there's a story about it, how one of the Muslim, he drank the blood of Muhammad. So now they try to save him, and it worked. did not die right away, but later he died. But the important that the woman, she was proving that Muhammad is a false prophet, because she made it clear, if you are a false prophet, you will be killed by this poison. If you are not a false prophet, Allah will protect you from this poison. Muhammad, he confirmed what she said. He said yes, but Allah will not allow it. So when Muhammad died because of this poison, again he confirmed that he is a false prophet, because this was the whole point of this experiment. The woman, she did, she want to kill Muhammad, she hate him, he killed a lot of Jews, he killed her tribe, he raped their women. So she have a billion reason to plot to kill him. But the important is, Muhammad, he claimed that Allah will not allow the women to accomplish her mission. But the woman, she was successful, which means Muhammad again is a false prophet. Right? And you agreed with me that obviously Muhammad is lying about Allah Quran, so Allah decided to kill him. And I appreciate your honesty when you said that. So Muhammad was killed because he's a liar, and he's a fabricator. And the woman, when she decided to do that to Muhammad, she proved her point that again Muhammad is a false prophet. So mission accomplished. Muhammad is a false man.
Well, Allah could have just let that happen because, you know, not everybody can be a Muslim. You know, things have to happen that they have to happen the way they have to happen, and not everybody can be a Muslim, and some people just have to believe that Islam is not the truth.
So Allah, you are saying to me, Allah, he said, if Muhammad is a liar, I'm going to kill him. And then Allah, he wanted to prove to us that Muhammad is a liar, so we don't believe in Islam.
Amen.
Amen.
On the day of judgment, you know, Allah will let us know what was wrong, you know.
What do you mean Allah will? You just told me that Allah is the one who made this story. He caused Muhammad to die, so we will not believe in Muhammad. So again, you are confirmed to us that Allah is Shaitan, because Allah, he made Muhammad die in such a way, and he promised if Muhammad is a liar, he will kill him in such a way. So Allah, he killed Muhammad in such a way, so the Christians and the Jews and the rest, they will not convert to Islam, because now they have evidence that Muhammad is a liar. So what you are saying to me, that Allah himself is a liar too.
No, how did Allah lie?
You just told me Allah, he made it happen this way. So he said, if Muhammad is lying, I will cause him to die in such a way.
Oh,
So
well,
did Muhammad fabricate Quran or not?
when Allah, or he, at some point, he said something about Allah that wasn't true.
Okay, that means Muhammad fabricated Quran. So, but you said to me, Allah, he made it happen this way. So which means he caused Muhammad to fabricate Quran, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So Allah made Muhammad, he forced Muhammad to fabricate Quran, so Allah can kill Muhammad. So Muhammad is a victim of Allah and his lies, because Allah is the one who put the lies of Muhammad in the mouth of Muhammad. And then the liar Allah, he punished Muhammad for the lies he gave him, which is unjust. For Allah, the one who made him lie. And now Allah is punishing Muhammad for the lies that Allah he made and he gave him to Muhammad, accusing him of lying when the fact it was not his fault, it was the liar Allah. And now Allah, why he did that? The most important according to you, Allah, he did that all so people will not believe in Muhammad. How hilarious.
Yeah, I know, it's you did a really good job explaining it, you know. I couldn't have done it. I'm not as smart as you, man. But yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was because you were explaining so well.
Well, my friend, I don't know. For me, I feel sorry for you that you still think you are a Muslim. You are trapped in such a cult. This is nothing but satanic, delusional religion. Have nothing truth in it. And I will pray for you, my friend, to see the truth, because I don't want to be rude to you, but I think your brain is not in the right place. You are not stable. There's no way, after all what you said to me, you still agree that you're a Muslim.
Well, I believe in Allah and I believe Muhammad is a prophet. So how can I not be a Muslim?
I mean, you just told me Muhammad is a liar. Allah, he forced Muhammad to lie. That means both of them, they are unethical, they are bad. Still, you will say you believe in the bad. You believe that Allah, the bad, is your God. You believe that Muhammad, the liar, is your prophet.
I never said that Allah forced him to lie.
No, you did. You did. You said Allah made him. Allah made it happen this way. Allah made Muhammad. I asked you, are you saying that Muhammad been forced by Allah to lie? You said yes. I said to you, are you saying Allah made Muhammad lie? You said yes.
But the prophet still made the choice at the time to say whatever he said.
Okay, that means both of them, they are guilty, because now you are saying that both of them, they are lying to us. Allah and Muhammad, they are partners in lying, and yet you claim that Allah is God and Muhammad is a prophet, but both are a bunch of liars.
I don't know. Sorry, man. Like you said, my brain really doesn't. Okay.
I have.
When they look at my brain,
I have
when
a
they
feel.
look at my brain,
Listen,
it's totally
Chappie.
fine.
Chappie, I think you are a good person. I think you have a good heart, but I think you have a problem in the way you think. I'm not against you. I'm trying to help you. None of those people here is against you. We are trying to help you, my friend. But you need to think carefully. How in the world I'm going to follow someone you just admit that he is a liar? Why want to follow him? That means everything he say to me, it might be lie. The heaven, the hell, the things he claims to be true. How I can believe in a liar? That is not godly.
Well, because life is a test, and you also have to follow the examples and what the other prophets.
How life is a test if the liar himself is Allah? That is not a test. That is deception. You see, if I trust Jesus to be the person teaching me the truth, and then why I want to trust Jesus? Well, Jesus says never lie, never kill, never rape, never steal, never wish a woman she is not yours. But then Jesus, he go and do the same exactly he told me not to do. Then I'm not going to follow him.
No, Jesus wouldn't do that.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Why Jesus will never do that? Because he is the truth, not Muhammad. So you agree with me, Muhammad will do that. And he did. But Jesus will never do that. So my friend, wake up. The one we should follow. Why I want to follow someone he do that, but I will not follow the one who never do that. The trustworthy is not Muhammad, obviously. He go after his own son, wife in the house of the husband. That is a behavior. That is a behavior of a coward, not only a filthy man. It's a cowardly behavior to go to the house of a married woman when the husband is not there, and you flirt with the women when the husband is not. This is a cowardly behavior. Not only is not ethical, it is a coward behavior. What about you flirt with her in front of her husband? Like as an example, a man, he came to Muhammad and he offered him to F his wife. The coward Muhammad, he did not dare to do anything. Imagine how coward Muhammad is. After he left, Aisha, she said to him, this guy, he broke into our house. And he said to you that I want to have your women. How dare him to say that? Do you know what Muhammad said? أحمق مطاع. He is a fool. We have to obey. And as you see, he is the leader of his tribe. Look at the coward. The man, he want to F his wife. just because he is the leader of his tribe, he said, as you see, he is the leader. We have to obey. If he insists to if you, well, he have to if you. The man, he broke into the house. He broke in. He did not knock at the door. And this is why in the Quran there's a verses about it. If you go to chapter 33, verse number 52. What was that about? It's about this guy who came to Muhammad. He broke the house door. He entered in. Muhammad, he said to him, shouldn't you ask for permission? The man, he says, I am the last one to ask for permission. Look how savage he is. Did Muhammad say to him, what? What do you mean, you coward?
33:52.
Yeah. And this is here Tafsir Al-Qurtubi in front of you. Actually, you know what? Let me get it for you in English. Maybe that will. Maybe I can.
Well, I have it right here in the clear Quran.
My friend,
Clear Quran.
this clear Quran is a fabricated translation. There's nothing called the clear Quran. The Quran never was clear to be called the clear Quran anyway. I mean, it's not clear in Arabic. It's going to be clear in English. That will be funny. Clear Quran.
Well, you know, people have different beliefs, right? And
Stop saying that, my friend. Stop saying that. What does have to do with our
but
topic?
you just said there's a million sects. So how can people not? Have
We are not talking about sect. We are talking about your prophet, not sect.
But people have different beliefs about
No.
which stories. of the
No,
prophet.
I am not talking about people they believe. I'm talking about Muhammad, behavior of Muhammad, belief of Muhammad, not the people believe. You keep mixing things up. I am not judging Muhammad by someone. His name is Abdul. I'm judging Muhammad by Muhammad. All right. This is Tafsir Al-Qurtubi. Read with me. The man, he came to Muhammad. He entered the house without permission. He just broke in. It says here that the person, his name is Ayna bin Husn al-Fazari. He's from the tribe of Fazara, and he is their leader. He entered into the house of Muhammad, and Aisha, she was with him, without permission. Without permission.
Then Uyayna ibn Hisn al-Fazari entered upon the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, while Aisha was with him. He entered without permission.
So Muhammad in the bedroom with his wife, the guy, he break in and he get inside. And then Muhammad he said to him,
That's not in the Quran, though.
this is the verse about this story. So Muhammad said to him, oh Ayina, why you are doing that? Shouldn't you ask for permission? He said, I never ever I ask permission from anyone to get anywhere, even from mother. Never. I mean, who are you to ask permission? What are you talking about? You? I will ask permission to enter to you. He enter any house. Listen.
He's the leader of the tribe, sort of thing. Right?
But Muhammad is a prophet, and he entered the bedroom of Muhammad. And then
Right, but the other guy is
look what
the leader
happened.
of the
Listen,
tribe.
the story is not over here. He said to him, oh, who is this blondie next to you? Muhammad, he says, oh, this is the mother of the believers, Aisha. The guy is asking what? Who is this blonde woman next to you?
He said,
Wasn't Aisha
who is this
black?
red-skinned woman next to you? The messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, said,
Red-skinned
this is Aisha, the mother of the believers.
Look what he said to him after Muhammad said to him, this red-haired woman, she is the mother of the believer. He says, shall we exchange women? I give you a woman, you give me yours, you give me your wife to F her. Can you believe it? He said to him, shall we exchange women? I give you a
And I
woman.
believe.
It's in front of you. This is yours Islamic books. This is the official government.
I can believe. I
Huh?
can believe that a man was like that. Yes, I can believe a man was like that.
But do you believe Muhammad is so coward to stand for his wife? Imagine a man he break in. Imagine a man he break into my house. I will shoot him dead. Imagine a man he says to me, "I want to f your blonde wife," in front of me.
What country are you in, brother? Where are you?
Don't
right
change
now?
topic. And look what happened. So he said to him, "Shall I give you a woman, the best woman I have, and you give me this Aisha?" Muhammad, he said to him, "Oh Aina, this Allah, he forbid that. It's forbidden, haram. We cannot do that." Muhammad did not even dare to get
He
angry.
said, "Shall I not give you the best of creation?" He said, "O Uyayna, God has forbidden that."
He want the wife of Muhammad. When he left, Aisha, she said, "Oh Messenger of Allah, who is this? Who is this?" Muhammad, he says, "As you see, he is a fool we have to obey. As you see, he is the leader of his people." So Muhammad was doing poo-poo in his pant because this guy is the leader of his people. He did not dare to say to him, "Shame on you, get out of here."
Right.
He said, when he went out, Aisha said, "O Messenger of God, who is this?" He said, "An obeyed fool, and as you can see, he is the master of his people."
So while Muhammad was behaving, even the man he asked him to F his wife in front of him, he broke into his house. Because as you see, he is a fool we have to obey. Translation is not accurate. Ahmaqun muta'. He is a fool, should be obeyed, to obey. So if he insists to take you, I cannot stop him. Aisha, she was wondering, what kind of a man he speak to you in such a way, and you are the Prophet of Allah? He told her, "Well, as you see,
Right.
what we can do."
It's not like Islam was, you know, I don't know what the setting is there, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's implied that the Muslims weren't really in control at that time, you know? But I don't.
So Muhammad is a brave, Muhammad is a coward. He don't defend his wife and his honor because he is weak. So now if there is 10 men coming to me, and I know they will kill me anyway, should I stand and defend my honor?
What if?
Huh?
What do you think he should have done? You think Muhammad should have just killed the guy?
At least scream at him, at least rebuke him, at least kick him out.
But he's the leader of the tribe, and
So
you
what?
know, it would be.
So what?
But it would be detrimental to Islam and the Ummah probably if Muhammad did
So
that.
so he
That's
that means he don't trust Allah, that Allah will protect him. Right? The guy will finish Islam then. He will kill him, he will rape Aisha, and Islam is finished, correct?
But did he? He just left, right? It says he just left, right? So
Yeah, but this is because the Muhammad, what if he decided to take her? Muhammad, he says, is a fool we have to obey.
yeah, but he didn't do that though.
What if he insists?
But he didn't, and the Prophet was just trying to impart a lesson. You know, it's just a teaching. It's just a lesson, and life is a test, man. That's
Life
I
is
don't know what
so
the whole-
so
I
look
don't know what
so
the
look
intention
no
is.
but let me show you. So now Muhammad, he go to the house of his own son. Listen,
Do
listen.
you know what political?
Listen, listen.
Do you know how much power the government has over
Listen,
you and
listen.
people of
Don't go.
authority?
I mean, you
You
see,
can't do nothing.
my friend, no, I can do. I can do. Even if the whole government in the world, they come to my house to rape my wife, I will die before that happened. Don't tell me government. A man, he will never let
Yeah.
such a thing happen. Listen,
You'll
listen
die,
carefully.
your wife will
Focus with
die,
focus with me.
You'll all fucking die like Waco, man.
You are-
can't do nothing against
You are
the government.
you are wasting my time. Sorry. I will continue without you. Thank you for joining us, guys. Listen carefully. Muhammad, he go to the house of his son, flirting with the wife, because the son, he's a poor guy. His adopted son, he was a slave. So Muhammad now in control of the man. The man is just a potato. He don't dare to go against Muhammad. Muhammad is safe and secure that this guy who he adopted, he's a slave. He will not kill him. He's nobody. But Muhammad himself, when a man, he come to his house to F his wife, he don't dare to open his mouth. So Muhammad want to take the wife of somebody. He flirt with the wife of somebody. And that body is his son by adoption. A man, he come to Muhammad's house and he flirt with his wife in the front of him. Muhammad excused to the man, oh, she is the mother of the believers. He did not dare to say, she is my wife, you idiot. Get out of here. Oh, she is the mother of the believers. The guy, did he stop? He says, so what? I will give you in exchange a woman. You give me yours. Give me a woman, I will give me her. I will give you something very beautiful. Aisha, she could not believe the conversation happening in front of her. What Muhammad's excuse is? Well, as you see, he is a fool we have to obey. He is the leader of his tribe. So when Muhammad is the leader, he raped every woman. Muhammad here in this story is the same as this guy. He's a gang leader. So when Muhammad is the tail, he bowed down. When Muhammad became the head, every man have to give him his wife. So imagine those Arab, they used to go from house to house, taking the wives of others. And now this guy is coming to Muhammad and supposedly now he is a prophet. So he treat him differently. He treat him way more with respect. And because he respect him so much, he did not grab the woman and F her right away. He said, what about you give me this, your wife? I will F her and I will give you a woman, beautiful woman, in exchange. Why Muhammad did not remember that it's forbidden for him to have sex with married women when he did that with Zainab, the wife of his son? Very coward person. Very untrustworthy. And then our friend here, Chappie, he keeps saying to me, Muhammad is a prophet. And then he want to talk about the government controlling people. Well, Trump, he want to sleep with your wife? What does have to do with even, like if a Trump, he try, a woman, she accused a Trump that once he spanked her butt 50 or 55 years ago, she go after him to court and she forced him to pay a lot of money and almost he went to jail. Even there's no proof of the story. But government. Poor guy, Choppy. I feel sorry for you. This cannot be a godly man. This is an evil man. Do we have any Muslim like he can do better than Choppy? How are you doing, Abdullah? Are you there? Do you want to join us? Slave of Allah. In fact, the word abd is the N word. It's the N word. Do you know that? Muslims, they call themselves the N word just to satisfy Allah. Allah will not be happy unless you are the N word. The Muslim will translate that as a servant, that which is horse. Abd is the N word.